Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a new release of the Hut Blockbuster event items. We'll break down all of those as usual and see if there's any hidden value or if there's some cards you probably should avoid and whatnot and sell as we take a look at the latest in the newest event. Also, guys, don't forget, check me out on Twitch. I go live now about 10 a.m. every single day Eastern time, and make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel for the daily NHL content that comes out. All right, guys, let's get into today's video. All right, we'll start out first with the 85 Zachary Laro, 5'11", 196. I feel like this guy's gotten like 8 cards already. Nonetheless, 1 to Heart and Soul and 1 to Thief. Has 85 faceoffs, 87 speed and acceleration, 95 agility, and his shot is actually pretty good as well. I'm not going to lie, Heart and Soul, again, not one you're going to look to activate, but if you're a free-to-play player and you just started your team, you could do worse, especially if you get Thief activated. This actually isn't a bad bottom-line card, and if you have Distributor, yeah, man, like, this is actually low-key pretty nice. We'll take a look at what he goes for, is it might be a little bit more than most 85s. 30K, 15K, yeah, that's a nice price for anyone that's playing free-to-play. Then we got the meme Alex Galchenyuk card as he just got traded to the Leafs, his 8th team, I believe. 6'1" as a center with 76 faceoffs. I'm not going to lie, one of the biggest gripes I have with the content this year in terms of ratings is centermen that don't have at least 80 overall faceoffs because there's wingers that have much higher faceoff ratings. Nonetheless, he has Swarm, which is a good team-based synergy, and 2 to Magician. Again, Magician isn't an important synergy. I've talked about this before. If you have a card that doesn't have max hand stats that are the ones that are required to do like half spins and dekes, Magician can actually really help. Just because it touches on the 3 stats that impact holding onto the puck and being able to deke cleanly and quickly. So it's not bad, but 2 to a player-based synergy is nice regardless of what synergy it is, just because it's very easy to activate. That being said, again, 88 speed and acceleration, not bad right off the rip. High 80s for his shot, and then 99, basically 99 agility if you have Magician and Swarm activated. Again, not a bad lower mid-tier 80 overall card. And again, if you've got a base card team and you're looking to upgrade, these are the kind of cards you want to watch out for. We'll take a look at what he's going for in the auction house. And again, yeah, like 30K, not bad at all because of the Swarm synergy, so for sure. Then we got the 86 Tyler Myers. So in NHL 20, one of the best cards in the game. He's 6'8". Defensively, he is almost unbeatable. Like in his own zone, you are going to be able to bump everyone off the puck. You're not going to be able to get around this card easily when entering the zone. So just a phenomenal card, to be honest with you. 86 speed is actually sneaky good when you consider how big he is, and with Distributor, it's almost 90. The one downfall is that offensively, he's completely useless. Like, carrying the puck out with this card, I wouldn't recommend. Shooting with this card is going to be a mess. He's got 76 accuracy. But nonetheless, defensively, again, if you are a newer team and you're looking for those cheap cards that are going to help you, fill the gap until you can improve upon it a little bit more, these are the kind of cards to watch out for. Shutdown isn't a bad synergy. Honestly, on this card, it helps with this accuracy, almost get to 80, but that's a mess regardless. Balance isn't something you're looking for. But again, don't sleep on this Tyler Myers card. Again, I'm curious what some of these lower overall cards are going for. Yeah, like 30K roughly, not bad. I mean, again, you have to use this card correctly, but unbelievable in his own zone. Next, we've got the 86 Ryanzingle with the Distributor and Passing Playmaker. And again, Distributor is nice, but this is a pure winger card with 87 speed, and he's only 6 foot. Honestly, I think there's far better options for you. He's a pure winger. Again, I think that the 2 to Passing Playmaker is okay, but again, not a lot of cards, even the higher end or decent ones to go after, have it. So it's not one that you need to activate, but without Spark, this card is just really slow in general. So this is honestly, I would sell for me. Moving on to the 87 Robin Lehner, 6'4", with Heart and Soul, 2 to Spark. Statistically, like stat-wise, it's actually a pretty good card. 78 aggression is nice, and then his glove high just basically just under 90. Not a bad card at all. His speed, agility, rebound control, shot recovery, and 5 all capped at 84 though. So again, these bigger goaltenders, you got to be careful as we go further and further in the game because those stat caps do hurt. And the further we go, obviously the harder you're gonna feel them. But 2 to Spark is nice. Heart and Soul, again, very few people are gonna be able to in the market to activate that. So that being said, he's not a bad goaltender, just in general though. Following in, we've got the 88 Ryan Laish with 5'7", 165 with Swarm and Wingman. Hard pass for me. Just not nearly fast enough. for the size that he is. He's going to be a complete liability in your own zone. He's got a nice synergy combo, but it's super secondary. Like Swarm is third or fourth in terms of team base, and Wingman, same situation. So even his shot isn't elite enough to make up for the fact that he's 5'7" with 85 body checking and only 85 speed. So hard pass if you pack this card. I would sell him immediately. All right, next up, we got the 88 Sergei Gonchar, 6'2", 210, and a low-key, a sneaky good card, especially if you're able to actually get Barrage activated. So say you went Distributor, then Spark, then Barrage over Swarm, which is fine. It's just, it depends on if you're able to actually activate it or not. With Gladiator as well, makes this card great offensively. He's got 90 speed with Distributor, over 90 with Acceleration, or with Swarm or Spark as well. The only downfall is that he's got 82 or less than 80 body checking, but 6'2" does help him out in that sense. But again, a really good offensive card if you're able to activate Barrage for sure. So be on the lookout for him. And again, it's going to be team dependent if you have Barrage. Then we've got the 89 Jumbo Joe Thornton. And while I love Jumbo cards and him as a player, this one's tough. Again, they help out with 2 to Speedster and Spark. He can get 89 speed, and it's 6'4". That's absolutely elite. The problem is that his face-off rating is always so bad. 85 face-offs is just super low in this sense for an 89 overall. Like, if you watch my face-off video, the minimum you want at this stage of the game is 87, and the reason for it, again, is, if they have 12 more than you in terms of face-off rating, they can beat you even if you do the counter, and that's where you want to avoid, because then you're at a much less disadvantage because they can just do the same draw win as you. That being said, like, this isn't a bad card by any stretch of the imagination. Like, his shot is decent in the mid-90s for power. The accuracy is kind of low, but body checking 93. You could do worse. If you had Heart and Soul activated and he had 89 face-offs, this is actually pretty good. But, again, it's just tough with that synergy. Although with that face-off rating. The synergy combo is nice. You could totally get away with using the 89 Joe Thornton. Following him, we've got the 89 Matt Duchene, and this is a great card just right out of the rip. First of all, he's got 89 face-off at center, so you could play him at center, although I wouldn't really recommend it. He's a much better winger. 2 to Light the Lamp is okay. Like, it doesn't hurt him, but it's not really a big one. And again, I've said this a bunch of times. With 2 to Light the Lamp, if you have the 91 Gretzky, you've got Light the Lamp activated, and that's just a big bonus. Balanced, again, is just down the list in terms of team-based synergies, but it doesn't hurt that he has a team-based synergy. But take that away, he's still got 96 speed with Distributor, 97 with 96 with Acceleration with Spark, and then his shot is actually pretty good as well. Defensively, it's under 90 in terms of defensive awareness, and stick checking at 90 is why I think you should play him at center. This is a really good card. It's just like a slightly budget version of Taylor Hall. This is a good card for sure. Then we've got Mr. Game 7, the 90 overall, Justin Williams with Distributor and Wingman. Not a huge fan of this card. Again, I've mentioned this before. In terms of wingers, I like to have them a little bit faster unless they really make up for it in terms of size and elsewhere. I like the synergy combo. It's not like he's detrimental in terms of skating. But again, you miss out on that advantage of being able to fly down the boards. He does have a good shot with Wingman activated in terms of his wrister. Hand stats are good. Defensively, not bad either with 88 body checking. So all in all, when you combine it with the synergy, this is a pretty good card. It's just, I'd like to see a little bit more speed on your wings, but definitely good if you're trying to activate Distributor and Wingman for sure. And then lastly, we've got the 92 Alex Pietrangelo, and in my opinion, finally, like a really good version of this card. 1 to Spark means that he's got 90 acceleration. You put Distributor on him, he's got 90 speed. He's 6'3". This is a really good right-handed defenseman card. And then he's got, if you activate Shutdown, which is, again, very easy to activate for a defenseman. There's a lot of defensemen with it. His slap shot is really good as well. So his puck control is 99. Defensively, he's got almost perfect stats. A really, really good defenseman card. I'm curious to see what he's going for, because there's a lot of top-end cards I'd rather have this one over than them. Like, 287 for him, or, I wonder what the Weber is going for, because, again, 287 for Alex Pietrangelo, or 500 for Shea Weber, I would probably choose the Pietrangelo for sure, so keep that in mind, guys. Alright, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and don't forget to subscribe for daily NHL content. I'll see you next time. Have a good one, boys.